Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich, our final few episodes of this save going forward this week. And yeah, today two semi-finals, one in the German Cup against Jan Regensburg and the first leg of the Champions League semi-final at Arsenal. So we go to the Emirates and hopefully we can bring something back to Munich. We have played a game since we last met, and that was in the league against Borussia Mönchengladbach. We beat them 2-1. Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham with the 2 goals for ourselves, and Florian Neuhaus scored for Mönchengladbach, and yeah, came away with a win. And with that win, it made us champions because Dortmund dropped points. They didn't beat Werder, and we now have won our 4th consecutive Bundesliga title, and it's a phenomenal performance yet again this season from the boys. We are still going for that invincible season. Don't think I've ever done an invincible season in FM, so that would be fantastic as well. But we've got some tough games coming up in the league. Cologne home, Werder away, who Dortmund slipped up against. We then play the Munich derby against Bayern, and then we have to go to Wolfsburg on the final day of the season. So that invincible season still is up for grabs, but very, very tight affair. But let's get into this first game against Jan Regensburg, and this is going to be the team. So as they're a league below, we're going to mix it up ever so slightly with this game and the Cologne game before we play Arsenal in the Champions League. We've got Radi in goal, Hoover, Clayton, Vincente and Kuyate are the back line, just because Strel picked up a little bit of a knock and I'm not going to risk him. Want him fit and ready for the Arsenal game. Rios and Foden in the middle of midfield. Oliver on the right, coming back from injury, still 64% match sharpness, so want to get games in his leg. Tahavi in behind Tammy Abraham and Calabria on that left-hand side. On the bench, Ludwig, Diakabi, Lenz, Edamario, Afalobi, Carlos Antonio and Fernando Augusto. Let's see what we can do in this semi-final and see if we can get through to another German Cup final. We're in for Munich. Kuyate goes back to Foden, and we're going to build something from the back. Hoover on that right-hand side, down quickly to Oliver, driving into the penalty box, goes fine. Calabria comes back from his injury and scores his 11th goal of the season. Good play from the 2 wingers. Oliver over to Calabria, and a good finish from the Argentinian. Oliver just picking that ball up from Hoover on that right-hand side. He drives into the final third, and lovely pick out from Oliver to Calabria. 1-0, 1860. Just before half-time, into first half injury time, actually, to be fair. Oliver on this right-hand side gets the ball in, trying to find Tammy, and flicked off to Calabria, into Tammy again, and Tammy gets there. I think it's going to go down as an own goal, and it is. It's Finn Otto is going to have to take that own goal. A good ball in from Oliver first. He gets up above Tammy Abraham there, just dense, and Calabria again picking that ball up. Abraham was in the right place, but it fell off Otto into the back of the net. 2-0 at half-time. Otto, scorer of the own goal, into Funk. Now to Poznansky. And Poznansky's got it again at left-back, and with pressing really well by the front players. Dietz has to be forced all the way back. Great pressing from Foden. They still get the ball forward. Otto now into 5 minutes into this second half. Good pressing from the 18-16 boys, but they get the ball forward, and that's a good header from Kuyate, and Vincente just brings that ball down. 1-2 with Rios, and over the top to Tammy Abraham. He's on it. He's in on goal. Can he score? No. Weiss pushes that round for a corner kick. Kuyate throws the ball in. We've got 20 minutes to go, and can we make it 3? Fernando Augusto on for Tammy. Lovely ball over the top to Oliver. Can he get the ball into the back post? He can. Calabria's there, hits the post, and Weiss probably didn't know anything about it. Pushes it away, and it's a corner kick. It's going to be Oliver to whip this ball in to the back post. Augusto's there, but Funk gets ahead, and now Lenz going to pick that ball up and recycle it, but Poznansky tackles him, and it goes out for a throw-in. Kuyate throws the ball into Tahavi. Can he get the ball into the back post? Oliver's there. Jekyll is seen to have pushed him. Paul Jekyll has pushed him, and it's going to be a penalty kick. It's going to be Calabria to step up. Can he make it 3? Yes, he does. He goes straight down the middle. 10 minutes to go. 3-0, 1860. We're in to another German Cup final. Rios has got a chance to shoot. Tries to go out to Kuyate, but Engin gets ahead, and now he's running down that right-hand side. Loads of space to run into. Varenze's in there, and Albion Varenzi pulls one back for Jan Regensburg, and it's only going to be a consolation. Engin Engin using that engine of his down that right hand side. Lovely ball into the back post. No one there. Varenzi just slots it past Raddy. It's 3-1 now. And there we have it. Full time whistle goes. Domination from 1860. 3-0 or 3-1, sorry. The score. And Calabria with a brace after his injury. Come back into the side and score the important goals. Through to another German Cup final. Now we go on to Arsenal. We go to the Emirates. What can we do there? Right then, before we get into this Arsenal game, we did play Cologne in the weekend and we beat them 5-1. Rotated side, as you can see. Ludwig got a starting goal. McKennie got a start. So did Kabe and Tahavi. So really good performance from the reserve guys. 5-1, 5 individual scorers for us. And Maximiliano Romero scoring for Cologne. I think he scored past us every time we played against him in any team that he's been at, but a good 5-1 win to take us in to this Arsenal game. And these are the lineups for this massive Champions League semi-final against Arsenal. They've got Leno in goal, Ruiz, Ramboli, Rudiger, and Sessegnon are the back line. Lewis Cook in front of that back four, Cousins and Guendouzi in the midfield, and then Nelson on the right, Smith Rowe on the left, and Eddie Nketiah up top. 3 Arsenal youngsters up top for the Gunners. Really good to see, actually, to be fair. On the bench, I know Maya, and that is about it. We start with a 4-2-3-1 as we always do. Raddy in goal. Hoover, Strel, Vincente and Kouyaté are the back line. Edemario and Foden in the middle of midfield. Oliver on the right. Afalobi on the left. Carlos Antonio in behind. The captain, Tammy Abraham. 16 goals in 34 appearances. Our top goal scorer so far this year. On the bench, Strangle, Clayton, Lenz, McKennie, Rios, Tahavi and Fernando Augusto. Let's get it started. Let's see what we can bring back to Munich. Throwing 5 minutes in. Hoover into Carlos Antonio. Gets it back. Edemario now on the wing into Carlos Antonio. Finds Foden in a little bit of space. He goes for goal and Phil Foden puts us 1-0 up in this first leg. His 7th goal of the season. And more importantly, an away goal at the Emirates. Foden was in acres of space to take his time and pick his spot. Carlos Antonio finds him. Lovely ball into him. Reece Nelson just runs away. Good feet from Phil Foden. Past Bernd Leno. 1-0 1860. Throwing for the Arsenal. Cook over to Rudiger just before the half-hour mark. Cousins out to Smith Rowe, wearing number 55, driving into the final third. Falls to Guendouzi. Ruiz on the far post, but Strel just gets that ball out. Nelson back to Guendouzi. Good press by 3 of the 1860 players. Cousins out to Cook again, trying to pick holes in our back line. Good tracking back by Jose Oliver, and we launch a counter-attack. Tammy Abraham, lovely ball through to Carlos Antonio, surrounded by Arsenal men. Afalobi hits the post, luckily hits the back of Bernd Leno, and we go 2-0 up. It looked like Arsenal were going to pick a spot, pick a pass to really go behind our back line, but lovely ball through to Carlos Antonio. He does really well, holds it up. Afalobi, first time shot, he needed to because Ruiz was closing him down. Luckily it's the back of Leno. 2-0 1860. And that's going to see us through to half-time. Had more of the shots, but they've had more of the possession. So, yeah, we're on top here at 2-0. We're going to keep it calm and just say you might be winning, but that could all change if performance levels drop. Do not let that happen. At the minute, we're taking a 2-0 lead back to Munich, and our home form over this save has been absolutely phenomenal. So I expect us to do some damage at home to Arsenal. Let's start this second half and let's see what it brings. Going to whip this free kick in. Fine, trying to find Vincente at the back post, and Abraham picks that ball back up out to Strel. Probably not the player you want to try and pick a pass. Edemario is, though, and Hoover tries to find the ball over the top. Foden tries to get his pocket picked, but it's a great shot, hits the post, and Rudiger gets that ball out just before the hour mark. Corner, Foden's going to in-swing this one, trying to find a blue shirt, and Afalobi picking that ball up, passes it out to Foden into the box, and Tammy Abraham is there. Bernd Leno with a massive mistake. He spilled the cross from Foden, and Tammy Abraham's there. He reacts first and scores a third goal for 1860 with 25 minutes to go. Afalobi quickly getting that ball back out to Foden. Deflected cross, and Bernd Leno just pushes it into the path of Tammy Abraham. 3-0 1860. And there we have it, full-time whistle goes. And if you have a look at the stats, we are well deserving of a 3-0 victory here. Lucky goal with Bernd Leno, a mistake from Bernd Leno to make Tammy Abraham score the third. But yeah, really convincing win here away at Arsenal. 3 away goals to our name, and we go back to Munich with a fantastic chance to get through to a Champions League final. But that is it for today's episode. We will be back with that second leg against Arsenal. We'll bring you Arsenal and Bayern Munich in the Munich derby, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get through to that Champions League final with a 3-0 victory to our name away from home at the Emirates. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and you're enjoying what you see either on this save or the Newcastle save. Hit that subscribe button, follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until tomorrow, when we bring you Arsenal Champions League semi-final second leg and the Munich derby, I'll see you soon.